Hey guys, what's up? It's Zentrr Music here. So basically, you guys had a lot of questions because I posted a Q&A on my BandLab profile, and basically, I had to go to sleep because it was already too late here in Spain, and then all of a sudden, the post just blew up, and I had like 20-30 questions. So in this video, I'm gonna pretty much try to answer all of them, or at least as well as I can. I'm also going to be re-answering the ones I've already answered, and yes, stupid questions as well, so yeah, whatever. First one, Spectre is asking, what is the best quality of a good song? That's actually a great question. I'd say the best quality of a good song is defined by whether you like it or not. It's not about other people, it's about what you think, and I think it's really important to keep that in mind when you make music, pretty much at all times, because if you don't like the music you yourself are making, then you're doing something wrong, trust me. I speak from experience, so yeah. The second question from Spectre is, any tips for someone who started music recently? Yes. Don't spend as much time in mixing and mastering and focus on finding the sound that you yourself like. So I'm not talking like technical sound design, I'm just talking about like the style of music that will define you, because that's really what's important as a music producer, I feel like, and I think that's the only one I really have for someone who's just started music production. Third, do you like chicken nuggets? Of course I like them, you already know. I can't really live without nuggets, so yeah, whatever. DJ Speeder says, why isn't your address shown up in Apple's maps? I had to fix that, but basically I didn't have time to set it up. Besides, my iPhone is broken, so you know, I don't really have a lot of time or the equipment to actually use Apple Maps, and I really don't want to buy a MacBook just to do that. I do have a MacBook, it's just stashed away somewhere and I lost it here at home. Who knows where it is, so yeah. Jesus sells, first one, from start to finish, how long does it generally take you to complete a song? Great question. That actually depends on the song that I'm making. Piano House usually takes me about a week. For trap it can be a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And then anything that's like melodic house or like any kind of genre that has more complex arrangements and sound designs and stuff, that can take me well over a month. So yeah, that's actually a good question. Nice. Second one that he has, what DAW other from BandLab would you suggest for a beginner? This I already answered this question actually over on BandLab. And I'd say there's this free version of BandLab called Cakewalk Next. I suggest it for people who, you know, who don't really need a lot of power, who just want a light DAW that can integrate VSTs on a budget, because it's pretty much free. And I'd say that's the one I really suggest for someone who wants to be a bit more professional than BandLab. And the third one, what's your favorite movie? I already answered this one as well, but I'm just gonna repeat it. My favorite movies of all time are probably Rio, How to Train Your Dragon, the entire saga. Like, the 3 movies are absolutely great. And then the third one, obviously, My Little Pony. You already know. I'm definitely a fan of that series. Alltunes asked 3 questions as well. First of all, what do you do for a living? Second of all, what quality of music should I be at to be signed? And third, how's your girlfriend? Okay. What do you do for a living? I'm a music producer as well as a student right now. And I'd say just balancing it out between being a producer and being a student is kind of hard, I'm gonna be honest. It's not something that you can normally do. And I always try to make room for music whenever I can, but studying takes up a lot of time. Still, I try to do both of them at the same time, so, you know. Second of all, what quality of music should I be at to be signed? That's also a really good great question. I'd say it really depends on what kind of music you make. I checked out your profile, I saw that you mainly make dubstep music. that you actually like dubstep. We're working on a collab for the Subtract Records band, and it's gonna be crazy. Altunes did a dubstep part. It's gonna be great, trust me. And yeah. So I'd say for dubstep, you should be able to at least mix and master your songs properly. That goes for pretty much every genre. But mixing and mastering yourself without having to rely on anyone else is pretty much the level that you should be at to get signed by a label. Because you can't really rely on someone to just mix and master your songs, because maybe they're not available, you really want to release something, and then it all just goes to hell. So, how's my girlfriend? That's the third question, by the way. My girlfriend is quite alright. She's doing fine. She's also studying. She's also we had a date a little while ago, like 3 days ago, I think, and she's honestly great. She couldn't be happier, and neither could I, to be honest. Okay, Hayoktolo. So he asked, where do you get your inspiration from? Good question. My main source of inspiration are probably house artists. My main ones are obviously Martin Garrix, and then there's Lucas and Steve, and then there's just like random all over the place artists that, it's like one-time inspiration and that's it. So for instance, my song Falcon was inspired by Don Diablo. I don't really know why. It doesn't sound anything like him, but hey, now you know. Second, how did you come to producing? So basically for producing, I started like 10 years ago just messing around with a piano. It was the Yamaha PSR 175, if I remember correctly. It's not a synthesizer, it's just a regular keyboard that has like pre-installed sounds and shit. And everything just came from there. I just started touching buttons, touching knobs, and making music. And then all of a sudden I found myself with the laptop using Studio 1.4, which was the version that was out at the time. Then I upgraded to Studio 1.5, and now I'm on Studio 1.6. So yeah. And third question, how's it in Spain? It's actually really beautiful at this time of year. It's Christmas almost, and there's like all of these Christmas decorations everywhere, and it's honestly really, really cool to see. Alright, next question. Eliva Tech did like 4 questions. Wait, 5, no, 5, sorry. Alright, I have quite a lot of questions. 1, rate my production skills, be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest, you could be better. It's not that you're bad right now, but you could improve your level, sound design, and also chord progressions, maybe even flow a little bit. But yeah, you can definitely produce. You are a CEO of how many companies? Right now I own 2 record labels, which are Zentrr Records and Subtract Records, and also a gaming team, which is called Dynor Gaming. You can actually search it up on YouTube if you want to, or if you really need to for some reason. Third one, can you give me 10 tips to improve? The thing is, for improving with music, it's all about just experience and finding yourself. Like I said, I already answered a question that was like, tips for a beginner, the same thing, the exact same thing. Just focus on your sound, on what you want to be listened to, like, and then trust me, the improvement will follow suit. So, 4, can you film a video of you making music or remixing? I'm working on an entire masterclass. I'm probably gonna upload it on YouTube. I don't really know when, but it's coming, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be really, really exciting for me. I've been working on this for like a year, or maybe a year and a half, and it's gonna be really, really solid, so, And then 5th, who's your favorite vocalist in pop? This one I already did answer. It's probably Mika Martin for like EDM and pop, like normal pop culture. And then Ariana Grande, like she just has an incredible voice. Her range is absolutely impressive. And yeah, Priceless Music asks, what are some of your favorite genres? Good question. I mean, already, I think you'll already know that progressive house is definitely one of my favorite genres. I do that a lot. Piano house, obviously, that's my main genre. But then there's also future house, melodic bass, melodic dubstep, melodic progressive house. Yes, that's also a genre. And then just mixing house genres with other kinds of genres. So I really, really like that. Then someone, I can't see the username, I don't know why the username is just bugging out. Sorry, wait, who are you? Okay, Skullfader. So Skullfader is asking me how to promote music successfully and quickly, and what's your favorite remix of mine. I haven't listened to your songs, I gotta check them out. How to promote music successfully and quickly. Build up a fan base, like that's literally it. How do you do that? Just give your name, your artist name and Spotify to every single person you meet on the street, or every single person that you know, whether it be family, friends, or family's friends, whatever. Just give them your name and you will be heard, trust me. Lonely asks how many times did you, and then his controller disconnected. Wow, that is wild. He didn't even ask a question, it just says how many times did you. Okay, well I did, I don't know, 3-4 times. Okay, next question. Extus is asking anything you want, just asking. I'm actually craving like a good barbecue pizza right now. I don't know why. I want pizza. You know what? I'm just gonna finish the video and then I'm gonna eat some pizza. Nice. Also, Martin Garrix, I know you're probably gonna watch this, so pizza. Snail Boy is asking what is the best way to promote a song and get people hyped up before the release. I'd say just share a pre-save link or maybe just a preview on socials. That's probably the best bet you're gonna have. And yeah, just stay on it. Stay on that path. Try to share as many pre-saves as you can, as many snippets as you can of the song, and then release it. And that's it. Jay Honeywell, Jesus Christ, this guy wrote a Bible. He's got like 8 questions, and of course he's apologizing for having so many questions. I don't mind. This video is made for that, so that I don't have to wear out my fingers try to type all of this on a phone. But he's basically asking, yo, sick. Anyways, how could I improve my production skills from your point of view? Good question. I don't really know. The thing is, you have a very different style from anything I've really ever heard, so I can't really give you any tips, but I'd say just focus on tempo, chord progression, sound selection, and then try to do new stuff. Like, don't be afraid to do stuff that you think is weird, because other people might actually like it. That's not the same as saying do music that you yourself don't like and that other people do like. That's not the same, okay? So keep that in mind. Okay, second, do you have any tips for anyone trying to become more motivated making music? I actually do. Just make music whenever you feel like it. Even if you don't feel like making music, try to push it a bit. And because the weirdest inspiration comes from when you actually force yourself to do something when you don't like it, so it's just kind of there, I guess you could say. Third, I want to be a music producer and DJ for a living. How might one set goals and steps for that? Just grow as a producer first, and then when you have contacts in the music industry, just search for a manager and start making tours. But until you have the basics first, which would be production, I don't think you can really start DJing as such. Like, you can, but you're just not going to be as successful at it. So, whatever. Also, Selfish, sorry, what's your favorite song of mine? That's actually a really good question. I know I have a couple on the playlists, on like my playlists. And I have a really great one, that's Ghost. He actually released it on my label, so go check it out. It's actually a really, really great song. And I really, really like that one from you, man. It's absolutely sick. Then the fifth question that he has is, what's your favorite plugin to use? Good question. I'd say it's probably Sidechain. I use either Kickstart 2 by Nicky Romero or Flux 2 Pro. They're both really, really good, and I really, really like them. If you're talking BandLab, then there's only the Pumper, so that's probably my favorite plugin. But yeah, do those really count as plugins anyway? Alright, so then the 6th. What's your favorite Martin Garrix song? I'm craving pizza, so it's probably gotta be pizza right now. Sorry to like Hurricane, also masterpiece. And to all of his other songs. They're all really, really great. But still, you know, I'm craving pizza right now, so it's kind of different. 7th question. Have you heard of ISOXO? I don't know. I haven't heard of him, or at least it doesn't really ring a bell right now. But yeah, I'll probably search it up. How do I make my cats less dumb? First of all, if it's an orange cat, then it's gonna be dumb either way. You can't really do anything about that, but you know. And then, yeah, that just I don't know, feed them food and they'll leave you alone. I don't know. I don't have a cat. Okay, I don't have a cat. I barely have anything. I barely have myself. Come on. And then there's Medium Cool asking, what's your favorite song or album from you? Good question. My favorite songs and albums right now would be Memory Nights, which is my debut EDM full progressive house album, and then probably There For You, because you know the mastering on that song is just absolutely great, and I really, really like how it turned out. So yeah. Oh, well, we reached the end of the questions. That was like 16 minutes, maybe 17. Yeah, 17 minutes more or less of questions. Hey, not bad, not bad. I liked your questions. There were some really, really good ones, some really creative ones as well, and then some just plain straight dumb ones, like, how do I make my cat less dumb? I don't know, like, I don't have cats, okay? I don't know the first thing about cats. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this at least interested you, I guess you could say. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll try to post more on here because I know most of the things I upload to my YouTube channel are music, or is music. But yeah, I'll try to upload more of my personal content, like where I appear in the videos. And yeah, and thank you guys for your questions again. And we'll see each other in the next one. Peace.